All right. What is going on, ladies and gents? You know what's up? It's the What a Warrior podcast. And we got Geodude, aka Doc Dark, 1985. 1985. There's what to this? Layers
There's
to this. There's layers.
levels. Disrespectful. Yeah, I never know what you're gonna say when you say Geodude. That catches me off guard. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Hey, what's the evolution of Geodude?
uh
What does he evolve to?
it's a rock. It's another rock.
Is it?
You're just a bigger rock.
No, it's not right. It's not right on.
No, damn it. I think is it Grime? No, not Grimer. Damn it. I can picture it in my head. I just don't know what it's called. But yeah, you're Geodude because you got a bald head, you know. With
That's hilarious.
with your arms, that's weird size to the rest of your body, which Geodude doesn't have much of, so it works out perfectly, you know. And you have no neck.
Wait, which was Geodude? Geodude's the rock?
Yeah, it's literally a rock with arms. That's it.
Which is the one that has like the what's going on, Mad DRX? Who's the one that has the wrestling belt?
That's not you.
Oh, that's Machoke.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's not you though. Okay, so
No,
beside that, well, okay, enough of
Oh
Doc.
yeah, keep going.
And we got Dakota 23. What's good, bro?
How's it going? How's it going?
It's going pretty good, but we got a World War podcast on a Friday, a day that typically we don't do, but because we keep missing it, we had to do one. Yeah, it's all Doc's fault.
My bad.
It's always
my
Doc's
bad.
fault. He's too busy being a casual trying to get his gamer score up. Like, it's ridiculous.
Oh, I got my kids doing that. I got my kids playing on my profile.
Shit. Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
my
that's
nobody.
free
Don't tell
child
nobody.
labor. Free child
That's
labor.
mining. Yeah, that's mining right there.
Oh shit. All right, so we got Mad DRX, schooliness man on Pokemon. Yeah, dude. We Doc doesn't even know. It's ridiculous. Yeah, he was born in like what, the 50s? No, it's like
Damn.
the 70s. It was 80s, right? You were born in, oh no, 1985. Yeah, 85. There you go. Hey,
I
look
was
at
about
that.
to tell you, can't tell when I was born.
I forgot. I forgot.
No opportunity. No opportunity.
Oh jeez. All right, so we got some topics like always. Let's go ahead and go with the first one. We got, do you care if a game is AAA, AA, or an indie? And with knowing what it is, does it affect if you'll buy it? That's what we got. So that's my topic. So I can't start this because I already know what I want to talk about. So we're gonna go ahead and give it to Dakota 23. Let's go. What's good, bro?
All right. So,
What up, Jigga J?
as you all should hopefully know by now, that I don't care really, as long as it's a good game. So, honestly, I don't care. AAA, AA, indie, unknown developer, free to play. It doesn't matter to me really. If I look at the trailer, I look at what the developer is planning, like if they have a roadmap, and it looks like something I'm interested in, and it's fairly cheap, especially for the AA and indie games. I'll get it. And with Steam, you can just, if you don't like a game or something like that, and you play under an hour of it, you can return it for a full refund. But honestly, I really don't care as long as it looks good, and if the developer keeps like updating and stuff like that. Because I've got a lot of games that I've gotten on early access that are made by companies that I've never heard of, and then you've got games like Satisfactory that's made by Coffee Stain Studios, who made Goat Simulator and Sanctum and those games. So it doesn't really matter. I do find like the AA and the indie games to be sometimes actually more entertaining than AAA games, because they're not as micromanaged by bigger studios and companies. They have a bit more freedom to do what they please.
Yeah, they have more freedom easily.
Yeah.
They're not restricted by anybody. They can do what the hell they want.
Yep. And that's also that's good and a bad thing too, because they're not restricted, but if they lose support or if their money dries up or whatever, then they can leave a game unfinished and never even touch it. And I've got a couple of games like that too that just are not being touched at all because the developers just stop supporting the game.
Yeah, that's the rough part about early access, but I do like the options. What about you, Doc? Do you have a preference by any means?
Okay, so for me, honestly, I don't really know what fully constitutes a triple A game versus a double A game versus a single game, you know? So I don't really know, or I don't really have a preference, I guess. The only way that I would distinguish it for me would be what the marketing looks like. So like what the yeah, the marketing for the game is what would determine to me whether or not it's a triple A, double A, or single A. Again, because I really don't know. But for me, I'm lucky enough that I am, a person that likes services, gaming services. So if a game is on Game Pass, whether it's triple A or single A, I'm gonna give it a shot if it looks enticing to me, and I'll just try it. And if I like it, I like it. So my son recently was telling me about this game called Gang Beast. I don't know if you guys have heard of
Oh
it
yeah,
before.
Oh, yeah.
you just fight, right? Yeah, you just
Bro, it's
fight people.
crazy, but you fight like rag dogs and stuff and crazy in this local co-op. So I'm gonna assume that by the presentation of this game is probably like what, a single A game, I guess, right? Definitely not a triple A game, but it is so much fun to play, right? But then if you're asking me, would I have bought a game like this? I guess the price would really depend. So I don't know, man. I think the only AAA game that I foresee myself buying in the future, if I have to buy a game, would probably be GTA 6, just because of the legacy of GTA so far. They've done a great job. But besides that, anything else, I'm probably gonna wait till it gets to Game Pass, or I'll probably wait till it really drops in price, regardless of the how many A's it is, you know?
Okay.
Uh,
So I would say an easy way to determine what's a triple A, double A, or an indie is really funds. How much money they're able to put in a game, the quality of how it looks. Again, it's just the quality. So looking at it visually, you can kind of see what it is, right? Because really, what determines what is triple A is literally the amount of money. So like Call of Duty is a quote unquote triple A game. Grand Theft Auto is a triple A game because you see the amount of funds they're able to pour into the game to make it the way it is. You can kind of see how it is, right? Now with that,
Uh,
yeah. So with that, just because they're able to pour more money in doesn't necessarily mean the game's going to be bad. So like Dakota mentioned, you have indie games and you have double A's. So double A's are kind of like in the middle, right? They were able to put enough money in there, but not quite make it up to triple, right? But the games, no matter what, can still be amazing, especially on PC where there's a convoluted amount of early access games and you could buy these games easily for like $20, right? $10. It doesn't matter at how it looks, right? It matters of, do you enjoy the game? Is it great for what it is at the price point it is? Do you want to actually buy it? And what is the fun factor? That's the main thing. So if an indie game is fun, I'll buy it. I'll get it. If it looks dope, I'm gonna get it. I don't care if it's an indie, double A, or triple A because of, especially with me being a PC gamer, that to me that's irrelevant. It gives me an idea of how much money was poured into the game, but again, not everyone has money to pour in like that. It is what it is. And there's a lot of, look at Valheim, right? This game sold like what, 5 million copies, came out of nowhere, $20, 19.99, and the game is amazing with the amount of content that's in there. And I actually think it's I stole the game for $20. This game is easily worth more money. But that's an indie game. That's not even a double A game. It's an indie game. And sadly only PC players can play. But what was that?
So do you think this is a real question. What type of games are the ones that are winning like game of the year awards and stuff like that and getting all the accolades? Are those mostly AAA games, or do we see like indie games or double A games getting that same type of love and stuff?
I think smaller games do get it because what's a good game I'm thinking of? Like, you know how like the art style is just super dope. It's a side scroller. Ori and the Blind Forest.
Okay.
I believe that game won an award because that game looks amazing. The art style, just how they present it itself, is just dope, right? Like there's some games that it's just like the way they the art style and everything about it is just, you can't get that with a AAA because they don't care. They're going for other stuff, you know. Their
Was
main
that game
focus.
AAA or no?
No, Ori and the Blind Forest. No, it's not AAA.
Okay.
I would say I think it's like between indie and I think it's an indie, yeah, right, Dakota? That's more of an indie game, or is it?
I'm not sure.
It's
off
like
the top of my
it's
head.
like roughly over there. It's not a AAA game though.
Oh, okay.
But so for me, I don't care if you're coming out with a triple A game, double A game, or an indie game. If it looks fun, it looks dope. If I'm interested in it, I'm gonna buy it. I don't care. That's just how it
Yep.
is.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
So same thing for me. It doesn't influence me at all either because I don't even know the difference really. And it sounds like it's the same for Dakota as well. So to us, a triple A game, double A game, or indie game really doesn't matter. So then I guess another question to caveat off of that is, does it matter, when they say when was the last time said console had a triple A exclusive? Does that then really matter?
I don't think that matters at all. I mean, exclusive isn't exclusive no matter what. Why does it matter if it's a AAA title? That shouldn't matter. If you enjoy the game, get the game. If it ends up being an exclusive, get the game. Why does it matter if it's AAA or not?
That's fair. I like
Why
that.
why alone of AAA makes that game not worth it or makes it not relevant with whatever conversation you're trying to have? That makes no sense to me. I'm like, wait, what do you mean by AAA? Don't you just mean exclusive games? Is that what
Right.
matters? It's games. But some people, and right there, some people care that it has to be a AAA or at least a double A because like, nah, I don't play all this other trash or something. I don't know how much people actually do that, right? I don't really know anyone myself that really acts like that, but I'm pretty sure there's gamers out there that just don't care. They're like, nah, I want the best of the best. I don't play trash.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair
Well,
enough.
you ever run into anything like that, Dakota, where someone's just like, nah, I don't. Indie games isn't. It's too low quality for me, or saying some weird shit.
Actually, I used to like not play any games because I'll be like, I just had, I just wasn't interested in the time, and then just like I started playing. I was introduced to these indie games by friends of mine, and like, hey, you should try this out. I think you'd like that. Okay, and then that's how I started exploring these games and started actually enjoying them a lot too.
And what's funny is if you try to have that mindset, especially on PC, you're missing out on so much games that are not AAA titles or even AA titles that they're extremely fun, extremely fun. Like you're missing out. You're again, it's kind of like you're limiting yourself. Why would you do that? As a gamer, especially if you give yourself the title gamer, game. Why does it matter that this game someone spent millions of dollars on versus this other game that's still fun, just a little different, that they spent only like 100 grand on? What's the difference? It's just the production value of it is hey, I'm sorry, it is what it is, but the game is still fun. What's the problem with that?
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate, I guess, because I just thought about something. All right, so
Okay.
challenge me on this. Okay,
Okay.
so we're paying for these really expensive consoles. You guys are paying for these really expensive PCs and graphics cards and CPUs and pre-ordering Steam decks and all this other stuff, right? Now, the AAA games are the ones that really push the graphics to the limits on these things.
Yes.
So I think AAA games are definitely matter and definitely are necessary for the environment of gaming. So because I'm just thinking about it right now as you guys were talking, and I was thinking about that game. Like I said, Gang Beast. Like, yes, me and my son played it and we had a lot of fun. Yes, I love playing Apex Legends. We have a lot of fun, but there's a different feeling when I'm playing Halo. You know what I mean? And even though right now I'm on Halo 4, which is an older Halo, um, I'm still like I could tell the production value is different. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's a whole experience. You know what I'm saying? What up, Cloud Data Media? I see you in the chat. Oh boy. Um, but yeah, so the AAA does matter. So maybe I do understand why gamers talk highly about having AAA exclusives because a AAA exclusive, in theory, would push that console specifically to its limit. You know what I mean? Versus a AAA that's got to be cross-platform and has to work on multiple different systems. So I get it. So I understand it. So I'm gonna say yes, it matters, and I'm gonna change my answer. Yes, it would change the influence of my purchase. So for instance, because I have Game Pass, I'll probably never buy an indie game. But if a AAA game comes out that I can't get on Game Pass and I really want to get it, I would probably buy it.
Damn.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Like I really do. Like every game wherever it's at, everything has its place, right? And you're right. Like wow, how AAA games will really push the limits of that console, of that system, whatever the case that you're trying to play on. You're able to see like how has technology advanced, right? This is supposed to be a AAA game, the newest of the newest. Like what can it do? What is it gonna show me? What can I see that's gonna be the newest thing out there? But
Right.
you always have those indie games where they because they have that freedom where they don't care about having to try they're fine with having a specific type of player base that they're trying to influence, right? That they want to be part of. And that's the thing I do like about indies is because they kind of just do their own thing. And because of that, they actually come up with some pretty great ideas that some AAA titles don't care to do because they care about the majority. While indies is like, well, we care about the majority, but we also care about these other players that a lot of times developers are kind of like, it is what it is because we want money, right? Like everyone, even the smaller indies, they want money too. But I feel like you have a lot more options available to you with indies and the double A's too. While triple A's are kind of roughly the same, like with some variations, but you kind of see the same thing over and over to an extent.
No, yeah, it makes sense because they put so much money into that budget. They got to get that money back.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like what. Okay, so two things in the chat real quick, and then the code. I know you wanted to say something, but Jigga J said some indie games are dope as hell, like the upcoming Song of Iron and 12 minutes. So I saw obviously E3 or whatever, and I saw that 12 minutes game, and I'm not gonna lie, it looked very very interesting, like extremely interesting, and that's one of the things that I think indie games has an advantage of is that it can grab a hold of someone that might never actually even look at a genre like that, and they literally because it's an indie game, the budgets are typically lower, so they have more room to capitalize on making money if it does well. Like what's that other game that took over during the pandemic? Everyone was playing on their cell phone.
Oh, Among Us.
Among Us, yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah, that thing took over, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
And then
that's an
I
indie
like
game.
Mike's comments. Yeah, I like Mike's comments too. Great games come with a great story. That's true, man. There is
Yep.
something special about playing a game. Okay, Dakota said yes. I'm gonna let you go. Go, Dakota.
All right, so you do have like indie games that are especially like early access game that have no story at all at the beginning, but they have a really good premise to them. And that's what draws me in sometimes is just that premise of what they plan to do for a story. And then you got other games, like there's this one game where this developer, he put out on Steam like, hey, this game has gone like way outside of what I wanted to do. To completely redo the game and reconfigure everything to how I want it. It just isn't going to work. So I'm remaking the game basically. He's basically starting all over, but he's giving everyone who owned this game the new one for free. So
Oh,
you got
wow.
people, yeah. And it was a really small game, and it definitely had its glitches and its bugs and everything. And he just like said, like, I just can't deal with this anymore. Like trying to update this game to where I want it to be, it's not going to happen. So I'm going to do this instead. And then you got games like Ark that was in early access, and they're already making an Ark 2 as well. And that, I don't remember if that was an indie game.
I believe it was. I
Yeah,
think Ark started off as indie and then it got big. And then, I mean, to me, it's still an indie game. I don't know how great the performance is and everything now. I just know the game's not done yet. The thing I heard about Ark is they keep releasing additional content, but not fixing like the performance. you know, I hear that everywhere. That people who still play, because I asked them like, hey, so how's the game? Because I played when it first came out. and I kind of got over it. People were like, "Yo,
Oh yeah.
they keep releasing additional content, but not fixing and optimizing the game, so it still kind of runs like shit." You know? It's like,
It still looks really beautiful though.
oh yeah, it looks nice,
Yeah.
but it's just the performance aspect needs to kind of match. You know, like it should be
Yeah.
going up with the game, not really just kind of
Dropping.
yeah, like
Yeah.
what the
You know,
heck?
that's what the Steam Workshop and mods are for.
Facts.
But yeah, like Ark, that started off as a indie game, and then they got Ark 2, and who do they've got? That's in that. Is it Dwayne Johnson that's in Ark 2?
No, it's no, it's
The
Vin
Rock?
Diesel. It's Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel, yeah. So, yeah, like Jigga said, Ark 2 has a bigger budget than Vin Diesel, so you got stuff like that happens too, where you have like these small games, and then all of a sudden they explode, and everyone seems to really love them. And with indie games, like indie game developers, like you're gonna find a game that meets your specific wants in a game. Like
Yeah,
you're
your
gonna find
taste.
something, yeah, your taste, your specific taste in the game of what you want, or you're gonna find this game that promises something that you're like, okay, that is something I definitely can't wait for. And there's definitely some other games like, okay, this game looks interesting. Let me give it a shot. Oh wow, I really like this game. Let me see what other games are like this game as well. So it definitely indie games and these lower budget produced games really can expand your horizon on a whole world of different games as well, and like type games.
Okay. Okay.
All right, but yeah, I think that pretty much touched on the topic. So for the most part, I would say me and Dakota, it doesn't mean much. Like we'll pretty much, as long as the game looks good and it interests us, we'll play it. For Doc, I believe that a AAA title has a little bit more influence, but he's open to try other games. From what it sounds like.
Yeah. But I do want AAA games, and they do mean a lot to me, because I want. Yeah, I understand it.
Yeah.
Look, no cap, right? If I'm going to spend money on a AAA game, right? Especially like on a console like the PS5, I'm not gonna spend money on an indie game. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna spend money on a AAA game. So even though I didn't think Ratchet and Clank was worth the $70, knowing that I paid $70 for a AAA game was probably better than spending $20 on an indie title that I could have possibly not liked. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
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 All right, so I think it's good. So before we move on,
Let's see. I've got.
oh shit, my bad. Oh jeez. Oh, whoa, my bad. My bad. Go ahead, Dakota.
Ah, crap. I had it and I lost it.
Oh shit.
You get it back, bring it.
Bring it back.
Give me a second here.
Just think of horse things. I don't know.
Doc said something and it triggered something on my mind, but I can't remember what he said.
It's just
You want me to
like,
keep going? I'll say it again. So, if I'm gonna buy, okay, maybe that's what it is.
There we go. I got it.
Go get it, catch it.
So with these AAA games and like these bigger studios, when you're paying whatever X amount of money, you expect that game to perform at that level of what you're paying.
Fair.
So with indie games, I don't expect it to perform at a AAA title or anything like that, but I've been pleasantly surprised by some of these games
Oh, I see
cost-
what you're saying.
that have been cheap, and they're like, oh wow, this is actually really good, and it performs at a way higher level than I thought it would be. So
yeah, you have
Sometimes-
you have your expectations set already to an extent, right? Like you're open, but you're like, okay, obviously this game costs this much, so it's not going to be at this level, right?
yeah,
Let's
you don't
assume-
expect it. You don't
Yeah.
expect it to be at this level, and then when it's at that level or better, then you're pleasantly surprised. Like, oh, okay, this is actually surprises me, and I actually enjoying it, and it's at this level, and it's doing something that, say, a AAA game doesn't do or didn't think of doing, stuff like that. So, price, you pay for what you get, basically, and sometimes you get more for less. and
Or
I've gotten
sometimes
you
you get
get
less when you pay
less
more.
for
Yeah.
yeah.
It happens.
Right,
It
right,
happens.
right. It's and sometimes it's all based off expectations.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's what
Like
it is. That's why
I've
these free to play games do so well because you're not expecting much.
yep.
And then like how can you complain about it freaking being free?
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
true too.
Mhm.
It's like
Right.
you're playing for free. Just don't play anymore. It's not like you put money into it and it's like, damn, you right. Shit.
Right.
Shit. He got me. They got me. But
So
okay, so
that's why I'm also get disappointed in these big companies. It's like you've got all this money and you couldn't deliver a good product.
Damn, I know we want to move on, but I just thought about something right now too.
go
With
ahead,
this
Doc.
same I didn't think this topic was gonna take us this long. But so we just mentioned free to play games, right? Is Val and then you guys mentioned Valheim, right? Is it Valheim? Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
Yeah.
Valheim.
Okay, so think about this too, right? Call of Duty, right? Triple A as they come, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Triple A as they come, right? That game was forced, arguably was forced into making a free-to-play version of their game because of because of the quality of free-to-play games. Meaning, if someone was going to play a shooter game, there's so many different shooting games that you could play for free that are extremely fun. Apex Legends, Fortnite, name whatever else you want to play, right? That Call of Duty was like, you know what, we got to get our hat into this battle royale thing, so we're gonna go ahead and make a free to play one. And now Halo is even coming out with a free to play one. I wonder if these companies, these AAA companies, are feeling pressure from some of these indie games and double A games that are exceeding expectations, and they're like, okay, so either we're gonna have to meet them where they're at, or we're gonna have to produce something even more to keep people away from just buying the indie games and stuff like that. Am I making sense? Does that make sense?
I feel like I have an idea what you're saying. Um, but I also feel like they're not really going free to play because of the pressure, but also because the amount of money they can make is probably a lot more significant over time than someone just buying the
Mm,
game. Because if you didn't pay for a game, it's kind of like this, right? If you didn't pay for the game, and you're like 1 month, you're like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna spend like $20 and get this dope ass like bundle of skins because they're dope, right? Oh, there's the next one like, oh, dude, this skin is dope too. I want this armor. Oh, this is cool. They're all just cosmetic things, but because they appeal to you, you're spending money. When you spend money at lower amounts over time, you don't care about how much money you spend. You don't. So over a year, instead of spending the $60 for okay, I'm sorry, $70 now for video games, depending on the platform. PC still 60. I love it, but depending on the money you pay, you might have paid more because it was free. Because 1 month you spent this amount, 2 months later you spent another amount. Like you don't think about it. That's how they get you.
okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
yeah.
Microtransactions.
Yep, microtransactions. The only time microtransactions are really good is when at least they're cosmetic, at the very least. When it's pay to win, that's when people will shit on the game. Even though it's free to play. People will shit on the pay to win aspect.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I think that's what I think. It makes sense. What do you think, Doc? With that now.
No, with that it makes sense. But then I'm looking at the chat as well, and I see Crazy Old School on there. Valfaris is awesome indie game. Then I see Balbolino Packard says you can't only play AAA games, and at the same time pretend to be a real gamer. The only thing I would say to that is if you only play AAA games, you're missing out on a lot of fun experiences. On a lot of fun experiences. So I agree with you there. It's kind of like it's not even about being a real gamer or not. It's just like why wouldn't you want to be able to experience different experiences. And then Critical Thinking said, I still regret buying Assassin's Creed Valhalla AAA trash. Loving Game Pass, subscribed with an option to buy. Yep. One of the advantages of Game Pass. So, I mean, yeah, because like you guys said, when it comes to a AAA game, you expect a lot and you're paying a lot. And if you're disappointed, but by any means, at all, it's kind of like you kind of feel like you got gypped. Whereas like Dakota said, you're not expecting a lot from an indie game and you're just pleasantly surprised over and over and over again. You're kind of like, oh, okay. And a lot of these companies, start off as indies and they just keep, blowing up. So Oh, look at TK. TK up in the building.
Hey.
Hey, since TK's in here, do you know what TK's one of the things that he says? Oh, he's at work. He be saying that the Sony ponies when they be having their rallies, one of the chants that they say, they be like, what don't Xbox got? And all of them go, games. Oh,
I think you're talking about the meme, right? Like where it's the little stick figures.
Look at him, look at him, look at him. He's like, games.
Oh shit.
Yo, TK about to get fired. Let's not make him laugh. You know he be laughing loud.
Oh yeah.
TK be laughing. Yo, TK be almost falling off his chair.
Shit. I know exactly what you're saying. That's funny. All right, so let's move on. And what I was trying to say this whole time, every time I try to move on, we had something else. But please check out Dakkota's Twitch. I do have it in the pinned comment. Give him a follow. You know, he streams some good stuff. Of course, there is DocDark1985. Check out his channel. It's also in the description below. And we're on my channel, of course. Appreciate if you guys like the video. Helps out. And yeah, so with that, we'll go with the second topic, unless you guys have something else to add on.
No, I think we killed that dead horse.
All right, dope.
Peace.
All right, let's go. Second topic is, let's see. I don't remember which one we're going to go with. Are we going to go with yours, Doc, or what?
Yeah, go with mine.
Okay, so this is Doc's. Live service games. Is this going to kill the single walking simulators that we all love, or what? What's the issue? What's going on?
Okay, can I start?
Yeah, go ahead and start, because you will help clarify what you mean by this to us and also to chat.
Okay, I'm looking at TK. You know, TK calls Cloud Stratus now. He doesn't call him Cloud Data Media anymore. He be tricked. TK a trip.
Why Stratus?
Yeah.
What is Stratus?
Like the stratosphere? Like he's not. Yeah.
So, wait.
Yeah. Oh, TK still. I can't with you.
Wait,
TK.
I couldn't hear what you said, Dakota. Say it again.
Oh my
Stratus
god.
is a type of. Isn't Stratus type cloud, or we're talking
think
like
it's
the
like
stratosphere?
Yeah, the stratosphere or something like that. He's like, yo, your name now is Stratus. It's no longer Cloud, bro. TK be wild, bro.
Oh, I'm
Oh
reading
my
it. It says,
God.
stratus clouds mean rain if it is warm and snow if it is cold. They look like a huge gray blanket that hangs low in the sky.
Yo, I'm saying, yo, there's levels to that dude TK, bro. When you got somebody that
what it
plays
means?
Rudolph
Damn.
the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Rudolph lost his nose 3, like that's scary.
Oh my god. Freaking dog.
Yo,
Oh
when
my
he
God.
get mad, yo, I love when
Oh,
TK get mad.
jeez.
And he starts showing what games he got. He be going into the dungeon with these guys.
Oh wait, actually, before we start, let's go through chat real quick.
Go ahead.
All right, so Nintendo got to do better. We're definitely gonna talk about that. Some indie games are dope as hell, like the upcoming Sonic Iron 12 minutes. Bobina says the size of the game doesn't matter to me. I like indie games as a AAA. The game must interest me and nothing else. I will not buy JRPG because just do not like these games or genre games. That's fair. Now waiting for the premiere of the small game Weird West, an independent game from the founder of the French Arcane Studio. Oh wow. And then Cloud Data. Mike, great games because of great story. That's facts. I'm still waiting on the seat. In the meantime, I'll keep loading these drum clips. I don't think they're called clips, dog. You gotta get that shit straight. Arc 2 has a bigger budget than Vin Diesel. Oh shit. This is true. Arc 2. I really hope they have a bigger budget. You know what I think, Dakota, with Arc 2 on a side note?
What up?
Is I think I know why they're making Arc 2. Maybe they fucked up all the programming for Arc 1 and they can't fix the game, so they're making it 2. You know how
That is possible.
Yeah, because
that is possible.
sometimes when developers create their game with the initial coding, even if they try to add on to it, they can't fix the problem. So sometimes they just make a whole ass new game. So that kind of makes sense. Actually, I was thinking about that too. I just forgot to mention it. I played.
Like State of Decay and State of Decay 2.
Is that what they did?
I don't know, but I just know it's like this game looks the same as the first one. Oddly
see.
familiar.
Oh yeah, that sucks. I mean, at least it looked a little bit better. But I played Narita Boy and something about the style and overall feel of it drew me, and I played that to completion. I totally wasn't expecting that, but I'm glad I did. Nice. What up, dog? I love you. I bring out the best. Sure. Cloud Data, you know it's a love, bro. Balbina, Arc 2 has been. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Yeah. And family. Oh god, the memes. That was so annoying. The memes.
What was it?
Okay. So Fast 9? Is it Fast 9?
Yeah.
So Fast 9 came out, and everyone was posting memes where it's like, oh, something's gonna happen, and Vin Diesel's like, yeah, but I got family, and that's literally the answer to everything. Everything was
Nothing is stronger than family.
yeah, nothing is stronger than family. Like it's like literally Thanos, and he's like, "Oh, but I got family." Like Vin Diesel fucking pops up and he's holding the shock. It was so stupid. It was funny, but also stupid after a while.
Hilarious.
They're
All right.
freaking everywhere.
So
The internet is a funny place.
It is. It's fucking hilarious. So we read some of that. TK9 hopped in. There's Stratus. Arc 2 Xbox PC only. Oh, is it? Was it on play? Was Arc 1 on PlayStation?
Yeah,
was,
that's
right?
that's when I first played it, was PlayStation.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then that's it. Okay, now we're caught up. All right. Go ahead, Doc. Kick it.
All right, so this is my fear, and I wanted to bring this up to the chat because I wanted to see how everybody feels about this, not just you two, but the chat as well. So Ubisoft is going the Assassin's Creed. They want to make them live service games, right? So it's the term they're using, and the way I understand it is pretty much the same way that GTA Online. You know, it's just a live service game, meaning it never ends, right? Warframe is a game that is online and never ends.
I
Destiny
love
is a game.
Warframe.
Yeah, it's good. Destiny is a game that's online and never ends. But here's the thing, I gotta be true. I gotta be honest, right? Regardless as how much I hear people talking about PlayStation and walking simulators and all this other stuff, I would be lying if I told you I didn't have fun with a lot of PlayStation games. So I did have a lot of fun with those quote unquote walking simulator games or whatever. Or there's single story driven games or whatever. Like even when a game has multiplayer, I'm always more drawn to the single player experience. Like that's just me. Even when it comes to the Call of Duty, like I know people that buy Call of Duties and don't even play the single player. Like that's not me. Like I like the single player story of the game. So when I see but one of the things that I like is I like the game to finish. Like I want the end goal of the game, so I know the whole story. Does that make sense? I'm cool with a part 2, with a part 3 or whatever, but I want the game to be over. So I don't know how I'm gonna feel about live service games, and if this becomes the norm, if it's gonna keep going. Like I don't know. I'm afraid that it might take away. Developers might run away from doing the single player experience or whatever if all they see is the success of live service games. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my fear. I don't know if it's valid or not. I want to see what the chat says, if I'm tripping or whatever.
Well, so what I think about that is, so with the live service thing, before I start, what's an example of a walking simulator? Can you give me one?
Yeah, like The Last of Us.
That game is so dope, though.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Don't
And
need to play it.
then they came out with 2, which was debatable.
Right. Well, Uncharted, you could argue that those are walking simulators,
Are
right?
they?
You just
Is that really? Do they really call those games walking simulators? Is that really a thing though? Like legit?
they're just being facetious.
Okay.
But they're yeah.
Because I don't feel like The Last of Us was a walking sim. The walking sim would be like, what was that game? Firewatch? No, Firewatch. That's a walking sim. Like that's a dead ass walking sim. Yeah, Death Stranding. Oh yeah, that's a fucking walking sim. If you want to say walking sim, that is a walking sim. You're literally delivering packages.
Look, TK says Until Dawn. Dirk Griggity, shout out to you. He says Hellblade.
Was Hellblade?
I think the last God of War, since you couldn't really jump. Yep, you see, TK said God of War, since you can't really jump.
Oh, that is funny.
But they're like, they call them walking simulators. But again, these games are good games.
Oh yeah, they're dope. Well, God of War is dope. Last of Us is dope. I never played Until Dawn. I'm not really into those type of games where you have to like choose your
adventure.
Your choice or whatever. So kind of weird. But back to the whole thing. So what if they do it like this though, Doc? Because this is how I believe they're gonna do the live service, right? I don't know when it comes to Assassin's Creed. It's hard to say, but at least with Halo, right? You're gonna have the Halo campaign. That's the campaign by itself, right? And you have the multiplayer, which they're gonna continuously update, provide more content throughout however long, which I believe will be a long time because that's their intent. That's why they're making it where, hey, the multiplayer is free. They're obviously have a very long-term plan for it. So with the live service thing, I feel like as long as they have that story aspect of the game that everyone, or well, that group of gamers want to play, it's there, it's available, and then they have the multiplayer aspect where they'll continuously update, and then maybe every now and then include other additional content for that campaign side, right? Where it's like, oh, here's a different branch of a story. Here's something additional. You know what I mean, right? DLC, like how Ghost of Tsushima has the island, right? Additional DLC for the campaign, right? But I get what you're saying. It's just kind of hard. I feel like it depends, especially with like Assassin's Creed. I don't know how they would do it because Assassin's Creed is very campaign based. Like you typically play single player. There's not really the multiplayer aspect. Is you don't play the game for that, So I guess it really depends on how they do the campaign. But I can see what you're saying where you want it to end. Maybe they'll do like different stories.
I want to finish the game.
Yeah, you want to finish it. You don't want to play a campaign for fucking like a 1 year and the campaign is still going.
Some people are like that though, right? So some people are okay playing Destiny for years and years and leveling up that character and all this stuff to then one day just be done and stop playing it, like, and never pick it up again. Or Warframe, just play Warframe over and over again, get all this other stuff, and then one day just not play it again. Like, that's not me though. Like, I want to play the game. I want the game to end so that I feel the full experience of that game. I want to see the developer's vision, the developer's artwork. Like, I want to experience that story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
and then
you want to see that ending, that amazing ending. That's like,
right,
oh shit, like that.
Right.
Was,
I want to feel
good,
like I was that character and it finished. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, that was amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think if anything, GTA 5 is probably doing it really well because you can literally play the single story and really enjoy it. And then if you want to go into the live multiplayer aspect of it, it's like completely different and it's your own character and there's a whole bunch of different heists and they if they did it that way, like you're saying, like you still have the single player aspect of it, then that's dope. Then yeah, if that's what multiplayer turns into, maybe there's regular multiplayer and then there's live service multiplayer, that's cool as well. But for games to just go live service kind of scares me because then that's going to take away a lot of games that I don't want to play because I don't want to play long games. Somebody right there, Jigga J says that Valhalla was way too long. Like, I don't know how long it was, but if a game to me is over 20 hours, I really start losing interest. Like, I don't want to play it. But that's just me.
I'll play The Witcher 3 then.
Even straight, or is it with side missions that it's longer?
Even straight, I think that game's like 30 hours.
Damn. You see? And I heard that's a really good game.
It is a really good game. It just takes forever to do anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at what Balbina Pakic says. He said, I was playing Destiny for 3 years and stopped playing overnight as they switched to F2P and started to make things free to play and started to make things easier for new players. Yeah, that would. Could you imagine how much that would? I mean, I'd be so mad if I invested that much time in the game and then the game became trash.
At least he got 3 years out of it though. Not a lot of people play a game for 3 years. That's impressive in its own. 3 years, the same game. That's pretty good. Until he dropped it because obviously they fucked up. But still, that's really good. You know what I'm saying? At least
but he never finished. That doesn't bother you guys, like not finishing a game?
Well, see, that's the thing though. I didn't have to deal with something.
Are you guys some of those players that play 6 different games at the same time?
Yeah.
Savages. Savages. Okay, that's what you guys don't understand. Savages.
No. I don't.
So when you go back to another game, you got to remember the story of that. You guys are savages.
No, I don't understand. No. Hold on. So, because you said you don't have an issue finishing the game. So the thing is, in Balbina's case, I never had to play a game over like 3 years, right? I finished games, but like for a live service game that you're explaining, I haven't had to deal with that issue for games that I'm very like passionate about. Like, I don't like, give me an example of games right now that has live service for single player, for campaign, for that story driven, that what you want to play it for.
Warframe.
See, I didn't play much.
I played Warframe a lot when it first came out before they added all this extra stuff, and then I like took a break from it, came back, I'm like, what the hell's all this stuff?
Exactly. That's the same thing that happened to me when Warframe first came out. I played it, and then when I came back to it, it's like, whoa, it is
Yeah,
crazy.
no, Warframe is nuts. Like I came back like just to see what it, and they changed a lot. Changed a lot.
Still a fun game.
You know, the game is dope. It's free to play too. It makes it even better. You don't gotta pay shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know, cause like the games I feel like the games I want to finish, I actually finish, right? Like I'm able to play it because it doesn't have that. It's not like Warframe. It's not like Destiny. I don't think I play Warframe and Destiny strictly for the story anyway. So it's really hard to say. At least in my case, you know. Like what game are you playing right now, Doc? That's doing that live other than Grand Theft Auto? Because technically you finished the Grand Theft Auto campaign. That's the thing, you finish it.
Yeah,
So
I'm done.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about that part of the game. So what game other than Assassin's Creed Valhalla that's coming out in the future is kind of roughly doing that? Is there any games doing that right now? I don't believe so.
No, right, but I don't want them to. That's what I'm afraid of.
So hopefully it does it. So sorry, I just needed clarification because I wasn't too sure if there was any game. So that would suck though. If games were to do that where you have a campaign and you can't finish it because they keep adding to it, as great as that sounds, at a certain point you want to know the ending. What happens at the end.
They kind of did that with Ark, where they kept adding all the DLC and the expansions to draw out its campaign, because it does have a campaign.
But is that the main like focal point of it though? Do people really care about the campaign, or do they care about raising the dinosaurs and killing other people with it? You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Like in COD, like not a lot of people care about the campaign. It's the same concept. Like some people play it, but they don't necessarily care about it.
That's why I was disappointed in Black Ops 4 because it had no campaign. I was like, oh.
Yeah, like I play the campaign, but I'm not like, oh my god, I have to play the campaign. I just like, oh fuck it, I'll just play the campaign, see what's up. You know, like it's just more like it's there. I'll just screw it.
And the campaign has like it gives you an insight and lets you know all the background and gives you a chance to test weapons. And then it's like, okay, now let's go into multiplayer.
Okay. I just don't like it. I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah.
That's a very warranted thing to think about too, especially with how they're doing their stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I know we like to make fun of the, the single player, the one and done. There you go. I know we like to make fun of the one and done or whatever, but I can't lie. I had a lot of fun and a lot of great experiences with one and done games. Now, I don't think they're worth $70, but they're still worth something and they still should be made, you know what I mean? Like Uncharted is my favorite series and I won't go back and replay, Uncharted necessarily, I'm going to wait for the next thing that's similar or whatever, So, yeah.
So I got a game. So Generation Zero, that one, they also keep releasing like small little DLC packs and stuff where you can continue adding on to the story, and it just keeps expanding that lore a little bit.
Okay, but that's a little bit different, right? So like what's it called? Watch Dogs 2, right? That game. Oh, actually, you know what? Does the Division 2 end?
Oh, I don't know. I never played Division 2.
I don't know.
Hey, somebody in chat, because I'm playing the Division 2 right now. It's freaking awesome.
It is.
Right? Isn't it good?
Yeah.
Does that game end? Because I know it's always online, right? Like you're always playing online, but there is kind of like a story to it. But I wonder if it actually ends. But like you were saying, DLCs are a little bit different because typically DLCs are like added content that doesn't expand the main story typically. Like the main story is done. Like you beat the game. It's just now there's a DLC. You know what I'm saying? So like I know with Watch Dogs 2, that's how it's done. So like once you're done with the main story, there's a whole bunch of DLCs or pretty much like side missions that you could do that you could continue doing after you finish the game. So again, it's an option. That's a little bit different than
there's $250 worth of DLC for Watch Dogs 2.
Jeez.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It says add all DLC to cart, $254.72.
Damn. It's got to be a lot of content.
I hope that. Damn, for that much money, it better be a lot of content. Shit.
I think I have them all on Stadia though, because I think I got the deluxe one on Stadia when I had that credit. Oh, okay, all right.
Jeez.
So you're not scared of that shit, ISO?
Well, it's something I think about, but I just don't know. So to be scared, I'm worried. I'm curious. Is that a bet? Is that a? I think that's a better way of saying it. I am curious about what's going on, but I do believe that if gamers don't like it, I mean, say something about it. Kind of example of like what happened with the whole Xbox things. Gamers were like, "What the fuck?" and then they changed it. So same concept with that. If gamers don't like it, hopefully we say something. All of us, not just a small minority. Everybody, let them know.
Facts.
This is not what we want. And if we don't say anything, it's gonna keep happening. So
Facts.
it's our job to put it out there. Like, yo, no, this is BS. We don't want this. Don't do it. We're done. Simple as that.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. It's facts.
Because I already know if enough people show their discontent with it, they'll stop, or at least they'll adjust it, right? Because they can't totally stop or they're screwed. They'll adjust it one way or another.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I think we'll get that one then.
Okay. Cool. All right. So the last topic is, I think, which is obviously we leave the best for last. It is gonna be. Damn it! Hold on.
Drum roll that.
Drum roll. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So we got Steam Deck. The Steam Deck released. All right. Is Nintendo doing enough? I'm gonna let you go first, Dakota 23.
I think you should go first. ISO, you were so excited about all this stuff.
Of course I'm excited. Okay, so here's mine. Here's my take on it, okay?
Never mind. You go last. Go Dak.
Damn.
Go Dak.
Wow.
Get him, Dak. Get him, Dak. Get him,
Wow.
Dak. I already know what he's gonna say, so I'm gonna poo on his argument before he even says it.
What do you mean argument? There's no argument. What are you talking about?
Go ahead, Dak.
Well, since I don't have a Nintendo Switch.
Oh, he can't talk. Nah, get out of here,
Yeah,
bro. Get the fuck out of here.
So,
nah, hell,
so,
nah. You don't get an opinion.
Hey,
no.
Hey,
I'm just kidding.
Shut up.
Go ahead.
But
Went straight
so,
toxic.
So I did pre-order the Steam Deck, because it's something that I'm actually going to use. Like, I personally don't have a use for a Nintendo Switch. Like, there are games on there that I would like to play, but not enough to justify me actually buying one. With the Steam Deck, though, having access to my Steam library while I'm on the go, or if I'm at work and it's a slow night and I want to play something, I've got that access right there. So it's actually appealing to me, and I actually pre-ordered the most expensive one too because money.
Oh, sorry, there, big money. Oh, he just had to say. He just had to say
flex?
the most expensive one. He couldn't just say he reserved the Steam Deck. No, guys. He said, I had the most expensive one. Damn you, Dakota. Why you gotta flex on us?
You got the second expensive one.
I didn't
too.
mention it, though. Hey, that's all you, dog. I didn't say shit.
But, I mean, and that's fairly reasonably priced, too, in my opinion. So, I mean, getting basically everything that I already own and just being able to play it on the go, it's appealing to me. I like it. I hope it lives up to its hype and everything. And I honestly didn't even hear anything about it until they released it. So,
Bro, facts.
that was a real nice secret development there.
Out of nowhere.
Look at this. Okay. So what do you think? Is Nintendo doing enough, or is the Steam Deck gonna crush Nintendo?
Oh, are you asking me now, or are you asking him?
Oh,
you're asking
Dak.
him. Go ahead, Dak.
He just spoke about. He just talking about his money. Out here talking like Floyd Mayweather.
You know, where you're trying to slap us with money through his monitor, like.
I think it's going to appeal to. It's going to definitely appeal to the PC gamers that want to be able to play on the go. One of my buddies, he said he's excited for it because he'll actually be able to play while watching his kids and doesn't have to be at his computer.
Rush you guys, but keep going.
the new Steam Deck is better than the next gen consoles. I see you, Reaper.
Jeez, he's the smoke. The smoke.
Yeah, but it's an awesome way to have have all your games to be able to play them. Hopefully wherever. Hopefully you can play all your games. I still a lot of unknowns on this thing, but being able to if I wanted to have my best gaming experience, obviously I'm going to do it on my computer. But being able to play these games elsewhere is going to be an amazing opportunity and everything.
That's
Very
good.
interesting. So now PC gamers are into mobile gaming. Okay, cool. That's
Whoa,
interesting.
Whoa.
Oh, no. Keep that same energy. Go ahead, ISO.
All right,
I'm about to
all right,
crush you,
my turn.
motherfucker.
I don't
Go
know
ahead.
why. All right, I don't even know why Doc's saying crushing. All right, here, this is my take on it. Okay, is Nintendo gonna be fine? Yes, they're gonna be perfectly fine. Nintendo's kind of its own little area, right? I mean, they're gonna do what they're gonna continue doing no matter what. I'm not worried about Nintendo, but do I think they're doing enough? No, I don't think they're doing enough. I feel like they could do better, especially with the whole Nintendo Switch with the OLED upgrade. I mean, it's perfect for those who don't have it, but for someone who already has it, like, this is so irrelevant. Like, why you're gonna pay for just literally a screen upgrade, nothing else, no CPU, nothing. Like, that's it. You know? So Nintendo will be okay, but I think they should be a little worried about what's happening with the Steam Deck, because now if someone's looking at like, oh, I want a handheld, normally you look at Nintendo, because PlayStation doesn't care anymore. The Vita died. They don't care. So when you yeah, you still have it, but they stopped supporting it for the most part.
Oh no.
So when you think of I need a handheld system, what do you think about? You think about the Nintendo Switch. Literally, that's the only thing other than the Steam Deck releasing. Like, if you think of a handheld right now, you think of Nintendo. I don't think of any other company. I don't think of cloud gaming. I think Nintendo. But now with the Steam Deck, it gives people another option. So that should kind of worry Nintendo, because if you're not buying Nintendo strictly just for Nintendo games, but because of the whole concept, like, oh, I can play on the go, then those people are gonna get taken by the Steam Deck, because they're not buying Nintendo just for Nintendo. They're just like, hey, I travel a lot or I go to school and I want to play on the go. That's really their only option, right?
Okay.
Wait,
are you done?
No, I'm not done.
Finished.
No, I'm not finished yet.
Okay.
So that's my opinion on Nintendo. The Steam Deck is going to be a super dope super dope handheld. I mean, just the specs alone are dope. I feel like the price point it's at is really great for what it is. The highest one is a little expensive for my taste, so I got the middle one, like Dakkota said. I was able to make my reservation. That shit was rough. I don't know if you guys I had a hard time. It took me 40 minutes to make a reservation. But
it's taken me that long. It took me like 5.
But did you try when it released, or did you try after the fact?
No, I tried. When I sent you the pictures, I literally had made my reservation.
Yeah, see, you did it after the fact. So you probably got Q1 2022. So when I was doing it, I was trying to get it for the December release, which I don't know if I did or not. I can't. I don't know if I have no idea. But
yeah, mine's actually Q2 2022.
Oh, yours is 2? Jeez.
Yeah, which it doesn't matter. I know I'm guaranteed to get it.
I know, I'm impatient though. So it's like, yo, I want it like the fastest I can get it. But the fact that it's essentially like a mini PC, that's dope. You can do emulation for games. You could download other launchers. You can install Windows 10, or you can use the Steam OS. Like, it basically Doc, why are you being disrespectful?
You keep going. You keep going.
That's disrespectful as hell.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you sound like? Shit, what is it? Damn it. It's like a...
Disrespectful?
Yeah, he sounds disrespectful, but he sounds like something else. Damn it. You sound like Squidward. But pretty much summary, because Doc, I know Doc wants to go. Nintendo will be fine.
I'm going to destroy this.
How?
Just keep going.
No, okay. Nintendo will be fine. It's not going to affect them too much, but I feel like they should be worried. Go ahead, Doc.
What are Steam points?
Steam points?
Yeah, I have 9,000 of them. What does that mean?
Honestly, I don't really... Oh, you could buy like the random fucking like those the backgrounds and all this other random shit, like emblems.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, cosmetic stuff.
But while you guys were talking, you guys convinced me to go ahead and pre-order mine. So I went ahead and I pre-ordered it.
And you got 500 points because it was $5. I only know this because
Okay.
I saw it earlier.
So now, are you ready?
Yeah, you sound very
Ready
enthusiastic.
for all of this? I'm not really enthusiastic for all of this. I don't
Wait,
even know why I pre-ordered it.
Yeah, why'd you pre-order it? You already have your laptop.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you right now. So, Nintendo is gonna be more than fine. Nintendo's
Yeah.
not even threatened by this because this is not the first time somebody else has tried to come into the mobile gaming experience and Nintendo has destroyed them. It's not about the hardware. That's what people get wrong. It's not about the hardware. When it comes to mobile gaming, it's about the types of games that people want to play. People don't typically want to play AAA bangers on the go. Nintendo knows this. That's why you could play a game like Pokemon on the go and it's freaking dope. You can play a game like freaking Mario where you're just running around jumping on stuff and it's dope. You can play a game like Mario Kart and it's dope. A game like Smash Brothers and it's on the go and it's dope. Nintendo knows what type of games work great for mobile. Okay, these computer games that you guys are going to be playing on this thing, especially with, again, I'm going to call it out how I see it, man. A gimmick is a gimmick is a gimmick. Until proven wrong, that freaking touchpad thing that they have where it's supposed to act like a mouse or whatever, it's not going to compare to a mouse and keyboard, okay?
No, it's no, it's not.
Oh, no.
No, that's yeah.
Okay,
I agree with you there. Yeah.
Okay. So now here's the thing, right? Who does this thing? Hold on. Juju, I'm making a really good point, but what's up?
I know what Doc's gonna say. Who
Yeah,
does this appeal to? This appeals to PC gamers. If you're
Okay,
on
so
Steam,
there you go.
yeah.
So stop it. Okay,
Yeah.
so this appeals to PC gamers.
Hell yeah,
okay?
it's Steam.
Okay,
if
hold
you
on,
have
let me
Steam,
finish.
no, you do this to me
I'm
sometimes.
about to crush you.
Hell.
I'm about to crush you. I'm about to crush you. You bring me the bag, Julian. Yeah, okay. Give me the bag, Alex, the computer bag. Okay, so here's the thing, right? This appeals to PC gamers, okay?
Okay.
You're a PC gamer, okay?
Okay.
And Dakota, the computer bag, the gray bag, yep. Dakota's a PC gamer as well, okay? Let me ask you something. How much did your mouse cost?
My mouse costs $30.
Okay, how much did your mouse cost, Dakota?
I don't know, probably like $20. I
Okay,
got
how
something
much?
off of Amazon.
Okay, how much did your keyboard cost?
Ooh, I don't want to even talk about that.
No. We'll talk about how much did your keyboard cost?
No,
your mechanical clicky keyboard.
No, my keyboard I think was like 150.
Okay, perfect. How about you, Dakota? How much did your keyboard cost? I'm just proving a point right now. Go ahead.
Again, like $20.
Okay.
Jeez, you're a cheap ass.
Yeah, I don't need
he's got money.
anything crazy.
Well, he's got money.
Yeah, facts.
Okay. So here's the point I'm trying to make with all this. All right.
Okay.
PC gamers typically like to play on the best hardware that they can afford.
Mhm.
Typically, right? So if you think that you're gonna be okay going from a 1440p monitor running at games at above 60 frames to now magically being able to play this game on this handheld, it's a pipe dream.
Doc, hold on. No, let me
PC
stop you
gamers.
there. Let me stop you there.
No. PC game. These aren't those types. These aren't the type of games. Now, if you're gonna be playing Among Us and those types of games, then okay, that might be a little bit different. But why would you buy a portable $500, $600, whatever console to do that? Because this is where my dilemma comes in for me personally. There's already the Switch option, which is great for mobile gaming. All right, it has proven its point over and over again. And then, as you guys know, I'm definitely into the cloud, baby, Stadia, right? Like my dude, and now your mama knows, right?
Yeah.
So I literally am always carrying a portable console. So now you guys are going to be carrying around your phone and you're going to be carrying around the Steam Deck thing. Are you gonna be carrying around your Switch as well, or is the Switch gone? Which one are you taking portably? The
Oh, I don't
Switch?
have a Switch, so
I'm
Okay, so
taking.
you don't have a Switch.
I
What do you think?
personally would take the Steam Deck, because again, it for me, I can't speak on anyone else. For me, I have Steam. You know, we're me and Dakota are PC gamers, so I'm gonna grab the Steam Deck. And obviously, Dakota only has one option at this point once you get it.
That he has what?
Dakota will only have the Steam Deck, so he doesn't have but no options. That's it. That's all he gets.
He does have options. He has a phone, doesn't he?
Oh, okay, for the cloud. So Dakota, does cloud gaming interest you whatsoever?
Nope.
Then that's
Nope.
irrelevant. Then it won't work. It won't work for him.
That's what he's saying right now. I'm curious to see how much you guys are actually going to take this Steam Deck around with you. Your phone is already going with you. Your phone is already going with you. It is literally just carrying a separate little controller, something as small as a Razer Kishi, or throwing a small little Xbox controller in the back, or whatever. But again, cloud gaming is not for everybody, so this will appeal to those people that aren't into cloud gaming.
Well, it almost essentially sold out with the reservations for a reason. But see, my thing is, Doc, your point is good, right? I get what you're saying, but if people cared about cloud gaming,
It didn't
Wait.
almost sold out. I literally just got mine right now. So anybody else that wants to go get it, literally go to Steam right now and go get it. I
Okay.
literally just got it right now.
So, all right, fine, that's fine. So
So it's not selling like hotcakes.
okay, yeah, that's fair then. We'll go with that. So even with that, right? There's a specific reason that PC gamers are buying the Steam Deck. If they cared about cloud gaming, they probably would not buy it, right? So there are individuals like myself that I would prefer to download the game on the system than worry about my phone connection or anything else. Because once the game is downloaded, it's there, it's good, it doesn't matter what you do unless it is an online based game that you have to be online. That's a different story. But for the most part, the game is on the system. You don't have to worry about nothing. The fact that you're able to take PC games, current AAA titles from what they say, that you can run medium to high settings is pretty dope. Now, what you said is also true. Not everyone is going to want to play certain games on it. Like you said for me, like me going from 144 hertz is not magically going to go down to this and I'm going to be okay with 60 hertz. But you also have to think of what specific games or what are the uses that we plan on doing with it, right? So like Jigga J mentioned, emulators. That shit is fucking crazy on PC. It is nuts. A lot of people are already planning to use this for emulation. And I have to agree with them because this is a perfect device that you can use for that because emulators already work really well on PC. So depending on the uses that we have for it, that someone's going to use it for, it will totally determine everything. Again, like, I agree, the Nintendo will be fine. There's not going to be any issues. You're right. Some people want to play specific games, but that's the same on the PC side. There's a lot of smaller games that we want to play. There's going to be a lot of emulators that we're going to play. There's going to be a lot of bigger games that we want to play. But I don't believe any PC gamer is buying this specifically for those AAA titles. That's not my intent. My intent with this Steam Deck device is especially for those smaller games that I want to play on the go. So like example is I bought a game called Stardew Valley. It's a dope ass game. They released it on a Switch, but I don't want to buy the game again. I already have it on PC. It sucks, but I choose not to buy it. With the Steam Deck already, I don't have to worry about that. I could download it, boom, I'm good to go. No issues, no harm. I got it on Steam. And guess what? With the Steam sales alone, how many times have I told you, like, hey Doc, on PC there's Steam sales, you got to check it out.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Like,
that is incredibly true.
I save so much more money in the long run, and I still get those games. So if I buy a game that I specifically wanted to play on the Steam Deck, right? But then the game is so dope, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna download on my freaking computer because I want to play it here too. Like, it's so easy. It's so easy. It works so well for me and Dakota because we're PC gamers. We're already buying so many PC games. It's ridiculous. We're not Nintendo people. We're not like die hard. Well, Dakota doesn't even have it. So I mean, it sucks for him. But
I think this makes more sense for you, ISO, than it does for Dakota. I think this is more appealing to those PC gamers that are already into mobile gaming. But I don't see someone who's not already into mobile gaming that's actually gonna like this thing. You know what I mean? Like, so I understand exactly what you're saying. Being able to download it already to the hardware, yeah, that's freaking awesome. And I also have a lot of games on Steam that I'm gonna be able to play. The other thing that I really like about this thing, the Steam Deck, are the back paddle buttons. Like, oh my god, I love that so much.
oh, I saw that
But
too. I was like,
I'm a controller.
oh,
Yeah, I'm a controller player though. I'm thinking about you guys as far as you guys playing on mouse and keyboard and all this other stuff. Like, how is your transition gonna go? Because even when I play on PC, I still play with a controller. You know what I'm saying? So this, to me, as a mobile gamer, someone who's perfectly fine playing mobile games, and I'm so good at fine playing mobile games that I will play those AAA title on my Galaxy S7 via Stadia. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Galaxy S7, Galaxy S10 on my Stadia. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that comfortable with mobile gaming. But I know, just looking at from, when I talk on Twitter and when I'm drop my videos talking about Stadia, how many people aren't at that mobile gaming level yet? You know what I mean? The laptop people are there and all this other stuff. So when I look at this system, I don't know how much it's really appealing to everybody. I think this is going to be for a niche audience. But like I told you as well, Alienware was coming out with a concept similar to this called the UFO. I just can't believe Steam or Valve beat them to it, which is
but
pretty
that's
impressive.
what makes this even better, because it's Valve's system. It's Valve's. It's Steam's. So it's like,
didn't Valve make something before that failed?
The Steam machine or something.
Something called the Steam machine, and that thing flopped.
Yeah, so I'm hoping this doesn't flop. I'm not saying it's gonna be perfect. I love the idea of it. The idea of it, from what they showed us. I mean, IGN said good things about it. IGN's a little rough sometimes, so it's hard to say. But I mean, the games looked perfectly fine when they were playing. You know, I think it was Control and did they play Destiny? Was it Destiny? I know they played Control. They played Doom Eternal, but Doom Eternal is always optimized, so that's a hard game to really not run well. That's the thing. So that, like, you're right. It's gonna be a specific community, but there's so much you can do with it. So if you're on PC and you just emulate games, you're over here playing like Pokemon and all these others. Like, it's you can easily do that on the Steam Deck, no problem. You're not limited. You have the freedom like you do on PC. That's what's the appealing part of it. You have no limitations.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, they even said you could download other launchers, so you could play Apex Legends on the Steam Deck. And it's not going to look like
already on Steam.
What's that?
Apex is already on Steam.
Well, even perfect. And guess what? You're not going to be stuck with that shitty version on the Switch that can barely handle the game as is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's facts. You got the Nintendo version, and you're going to have the Steam Deck version. The Steam Deck version is going to be even better. I can guarantee it.
But guess what? As long as I have reception, which you're going to need reception to play Apex Legends anyways, I could play Apex Legends on my phone with GeForce Now, which I am a Founders Edition.
Nice. That's good.
I still pre-ordered one. We'll see what happens when this thing comes in.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying. They're really, really hoping this doesn't flop. They're hoping it works as well as it does. And like you mentioned, I don't know how I feel about the whole weird like mouse and keyboard pad things that they have. We'll just have to see. It might work. It might be a gimmick. We have no fucking idea.
True. We don't know.
I mean, because IGN said like, oh yeah, it actually worked really good. It has the gyro thing too. So it's like, the guy was like, oh yeah, when you turn, you actually turn. And I'm like, well, it's IGN. I don't take everything they say to heart. I'm just like, okay, I want to see what the system does. They showed it. I'm impressed. I mean, I freaking reserved for a reason, but I don't intend on using this as my high-end gaming platform. Same thing with like how I use my Xbox Series S. I use it for other reasons. If I want to play at the highest fidelity, what do I do, Doc? I switch to my PC.
PC, yep.
Yeah, that's literally how it's going to be. So the way I'm gonna use it is gonna be perfect for emulators, smaller games, indie titles, maybe some AAA titles depending on the game, right? But for the most part, I'm gonna be playing all the main games on the PC, on my actual tower, on my desktop.
I like it. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. That's a good explanation.
What about you, Dakota? You got anything to add on?
He's getting it just to flex.
No.
Oh shit.
Doc, I've had Game Boys and DSs, and I've got Vita, so I have done mobile gaming. It's just Nintendo's products don't interest me for mobile gaming. So now that there's something out that actually catches my interest that I'm actually going to use, I'm going to get it because I'm going to actually use it. Not over here thinking he know me.
Okay. Okay, I mean, if you want to say you got a PS Vita that's probably dusted up somewhere, I mean, okay.
Oh yeah, no, it is because again, don't have any games. I have games for it, just like 5.
I know PlayStation got no games. I know.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
What? What did I say? What? What
Oh
did I say?
jeez. All right. So
Hey,
but-
what don't Xbox got?
Games. Oh jeez, Doc. God,
But,
jeez.
yeah, no, I'm going to use it. It's actually going to be useful for me. I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm going to get my money's worth out of it because it gives me that ability to play games on the go.
Yeah. You know what's gonna be nice about it? And I'm gonna be real, right? And I say that because some people don't think that for whatever reason. Am I gonna use the Steam Deck all the time? No, I'm not. Right? It's really for special scenarios, situations. Like for like 90% of my PC gaming will be done on my tower. Like that's point blank period. But for the small instances where I want to hang out in the living room but still play certain games, still hang out with my girl, or we go someplace on a trip and I bring it so I have something to play when we have some downtime, or for whatever, or we go to a friend's house, whatever the case is, when it's convenient, it's going to be there and it's nice to have that option. But for the most part, it's going to be in the case. I'll make sure it's charged every now and then to make sure it doesn't die. Maybe try out some other stuff to see how it runs. You never know. I might use it more consistently because certain games might just be way better to play on that for whatever reason, you know?
You gonna play this when you're pooping.
Oh, no. We literally made a joke about this. I'm going to be playing Halo Infinite, literally shitting on people and then taking a shit. Like, you have no... If I had to switch and I know I got mad poopage going on, yo, I just grab the Steam Deck and just go in there and be like, hey, yo, I'm good. Let's go. Oh, you know, it'd be crazy if you download fucking Oh, you probably can download Discord on it. It's a PC. So that's even crazier. Oh my god, this is gonna be dope. This is gonna be a dope system. I'm excited.
So, and the reason I'm getting the same as I still like go to a friend's house, like one of my buddies. If I go to his place and he wants to play something on Steam, boom, I pull out my Steam Deck and we can both play this game in the same room because we're hanging out.
You know what, Doc? You know this actually might be better than your laptop.
Oh,
Performance-wise, you know it comes with a. You know you can buy a dock for it too, right?
I heard.
Yeah,
I heard.
It's an
That's why I
additional.
got the. That's
I
why
mean,
I got the
I'm getting
one I
it.
did because I
Wait,
came
what?
with the dock.
Wait, what the fuck, Dakota? Wait, what'd you say?
The one I got comes with a dock.
No, it doesn't. None of them come with a dock. Am I wrong?
Oh, no, yep. You're right. I thought I did.
No, what yours comes with, it comes with like a
The
special
comes with-
case or something, like a different theme case.
yeah case, anti-glare, glass.
Glass.
Yeah, it basically the screen is anti-glare. So I don't know how good the screen is gonna
How does
look.
our screen?
The normal screen is like a Nintendo screen. We basically have the Nintendo Switch, and he has the Switch OLED.
Oh hell no!
He paid more for it though.
Cancel
Yeah.
my pre-order.
Damn. But
Paid
Say,
$120 more.
yeah, $120 more, Doc.
I'm getting a Nintendo Switch that plays Steam games. Is that what you're telling me?
Or you're getting a Steam Deck that
Basically
plays
like-
Nintendo games with emulation.
Oh.
But no, actually, Doc, this might be perfect for you though, because I think this will actually be significantly better than your laptop as far as performance, other than the screen. Because they said, oh, it's funny too. The dock is basically like a USB-C plugin or whatever, but you can use any one. You don't have to buy theirs. How consumer friendly is that? They could have made it where it's like, nah, it only works at our dock. They're like,
Yeah.
no, you can buy.
Proprietary, yeah.
You can buy
Right here
anyone.
it says you can also use a powered USB-C hub if you got one lying around.
Yeah. How consumer friendly is that? That's fucking consumer friendly out the ass.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty dope what they're doing.
Yeah,
So-
that's pretty cool.
So I'm hoping it's good. I mean, hopefully it has a good warranty, just in case, you know, for whatever happens.
Oh, you
but-
ain't lying, yeah.
No, because it's the first generation. Like, I mean, I'm worried, but I'm hyped. You know. So it's like
Definitely.
yeah, I'm taking a risk. You know, I know I am. I'm hoping for greatness from this. I'm hoping.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yep. There you go, Doc. Don't be so aggressive. Gosh, calm down. It's okay. Doc over
You
here trying to get the
convinced me.
smoke.
Okay, I'll get it.
Hey, look at you being a good old X-bot.
Oh,
we should-
I'm reading through their FAQ, and like I know some of the things that people were worried about was scalpers on this, and
I made a whole ass video about it.
yeah.
He didn't watch your video at all.
No, I don't watch you guys' videos.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Hey, he was like, no hesitation. Like, yeah, I don't watch your shit.
Yeah. But yeah, no. But for the people that don't know, like you have to have a valid Steam account in a valid country. It has for the first 48 hours of reservation available for your account. Your account must be in good standing, and you have made a purchase on Steam prior to June 2021.
Yep.
So unless those scalpers already had accounts,
Yeah,
and
no,
purchased something,
that was the best way of going about it. The way they
Yep.
did it, because it guaranteed people who were actually on Steam prior. Like, okay, even if they had a Steam account, I mean, for people who don't give a shit about PC, which sounds like a good majority sometimes, you're fucked. You know.
Think about how smart that is. That's genius.
That
like
is genius.
why couldn't Xbox and Sony do the same thing? Like you can only pre-order it through the PlayStation Store if you have an account, or you can only pre-order it through the Microsoft account store if you have an account. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that would have been genius.
That's actually a good idea. Like, you had to have made an account prior to May 2021 to pre-order this PS5. That would have been dope. That would have been
That would
so
have been smart, yo.
so
Bob was smart. Even if you do it where like if you want to buy it at like a Walmart or a Target, but you have to put in your your PlayStation ID or
you had to
freaking
have an account.
Xbox
Period.
ID. Yeah,
You just
exactly.
had to have an
You have to-
account before a certain time. That's actually a good ass idea, because you
That
can still
would've
buy
been
stuff
genius.
without an account,
Yeah.
and it would have sucked, but it would have stopped the scalpers. Because for people who legitimately have an account, have a better chance of getting it. Damn,
Right.
that's actually a
Like-
good ass idea.
Yeah.
all these companies are going to learn from Valve.
For
Yeah.
real, for real.
That's probably why right now you can still pre-order this thing, because there's plenty of people that this doesn't appeal to that have Steam accounts, and then there's other people that it does appeal to, so they got it. So like I'm in your boat. I'm not getting it first quarter. It looks like I'm getting it quarter two. Well, like I said, I'm fine with that too though. Like it's all good.
Yeah,
Because if the first quarter of people say it's trash, guess what I'm gonna do?
cancel.
Cancel.
Yup.
I'm definitely gonna review it and shit. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
like a tech guy, but I'm at least gonna show it off and be like, hey, this is what it can do and all that. Let's see, I'm going on
Isn't that
Steam.
cool?
I just don't know what Q. Oh shit. Damn, I ended up being Q1 2022. That sucks.
But I mean, but you got
yeah, middle of 20. Yep. Yeah, I got it. Well, it sucks because I had to, because Steam was being an asshole when I was trying to do it. I was like right on the dot and everything, and it's just like,
You got the first quarter of what, 2022?
yeah. So 2022, I'll get it beginning. I don't. Hopefully, they release more information on when they're shipping it out. So I know the first set is December. I
Yeah.
wonder when in quarter one. Like, is it January, February? You know, like it'd be nice to if they release some more information, which I think they will probably a lot closer. I'm thinking maybe November they'll be like, hey, Q1 or yeah, Q4 2021, you're getting it December, ship out on the 15th or whatever. Q1 2022, it'll ship out, I'm going to guess February.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? It's kind of... Oh, go ahead.
Or they do it smart and they ship out like, hey, we're shipping out like, I'll throw in our 500 this month in quarter one, 500 this second month in quarter one, 500 in the last month of quarter one. Because I don't know how big of a shipping system Valve has or how they're going to ship it.
Yeah.
So that's one way they can do it is ship it in batches. That way they're not clogging up the logistics chain.
Yeah, I'm looking at the controller right now, or the system, and I mean, just the fact that they had the back pedals is just like, holy shit.
That's fire.
That is pretty nice, and the fact it's USB-C too to charge, that's nice too.
Yeah, I wish freaking Sony or Microsoft would have done that, because that actually does make a huge difference.
That's facts. But quarter one equals May to June. No, I think they said December. They said, I'm pretty sure they said December is when they're shipping out the first batch. I'm pretty sure they said that. I don't think I'm
wrong.
Right.
Yeah. Steam Deck is available reserved now in select regions and will begin shipping in December 2021.
Yeah. So that's Q1 is May to June? No, Q1 can't be May to June. That's way too far.
Quarter one would be January, February, March.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be quarter four.
Yeah, it's gonna be quarter four for the first release, and in quarter one 2022 between those 3 months.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys, I think we hit this pretty well. I think in summary, Nintendo will be fine. I think they should be somewhat worried, but they'll be fine. They should at least have this in their radar. And then I bet when it flops on release, they'll be like, yeah, fuck Valve, we don't give a shit.
Yeah, they can't sleep on this though. That's the only thing. They got to pay attention to it, because if this thing does well, then it's gonna be a problem.
Oh yeah, facts.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think that's it, huh? What do you guys think? Anything else to add on?
I think that's good from my end.
What about you, Dakkota?
If you get the Valve Index, make sure you have clear lines of sight for the sensors.
Yeah. Thank you, Dakkota. We appreciate that information. I don't know how much people actually play VR in chat.
That's just the issue I'm running into right now. Is it's just I don't have very good clear lines of sight for my two sensors. So like my left hand, depending on how close I am to my monitors, is where my sensor is placed. It sometimes loses track of it.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not good.
That's pretty rough.
But I mean, that's 1K. Just because. Well, I mean, it's nothing wrong with the sensors. Just
your room setup.
I'm working in a small space.
I'm about to go into his Twitch channel, see if I can see him dancing.
Are you talking about Dakkota?
Yep.
He's not doing that.
I turned off my camera when I switched over to VR yesterday.
Yeah, I don't have a camera on.
No. I'm talking about old videos.
No, I've only done two videos with VR, and I've always had my camera off.
Balbina said December 2021 for the gaming industry equals Q2 2020. No.
Is it 2Ks?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2Ks. Wait, December 2021 for the gaming industry equals Q2 2021. No, but it says 2022 though. That's the thing. Like it says, yeah, your expected order availability Q1 2022. Q2 20. I'm just confused as fuck. Whatever. We'll get it when we get it. Fuck it.
It'll happen.
It'll happen sooner or later. I mean, all I know is if the first batch is December. So, but yeah, I think that's it. We appreciate you guys. It's the Water Warrior podcast number 16. Of course, we had Dakkota. Check him out on Twitch. We have Doc Dark 1985. He has his YouTube in the description below. And of course, again, my channel is here. Appreciate you guys if you subscribe. You don't have to, but it helps. It's awesome. Appreciate you guys. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys.
We out. Peace.
All right, later.
Later.